Yeah. Anshuman, I think you can go ahead.
Okay. Okay, good evening to our small but nice, sweet audience over here. So first of all, I see a few glum faces over here. So I would like to just lighten the mood a bit by playing a nice small little game. Okay. It's called the right-left game. Okay. So I need all of you, I will read out a story. Okay. And there's a lot of rights and lefts in this story. So every time I say right, you need to point out your hand to the right. Every time I say left, you need to point out your hand to the left. Okay. Ready?
Okay,
Ready? Okay, great. Okay. This is a story about Mr. and Mrs. Wright. One evening, they were baking cookies. Mrs. Wright called from the kitchen. Oh no, there is no flour left. You will need to go right out to the store. I can't believe you forgot to check the pantry, grumbled Mr. Wright. You never get anything right. Don't be difficult, dear, replied Mrs. Wright. It will only take 20 minutes if you come right back. Go to 51st Peroya and turn left at the stop sign. 66th Street and then turn right, and there it will be on your left, declared Mrs. Wright, as her husband left the house. Mr. Wright found the store and asked the clerk where he could find the flour. The clerk pointed out and said, go to aisle 4 and turn left. The flour and sugar will be on your left. Mr. Wright made his purchase and walked right out of the door. He turned left, but he couldn't remember where he left his car. Suddenly, he remembered that he had driven Mrs. Wright's car, and then his car was in the driveway at home right where he had left it. He finally found the right car and put his purchase right inside. Eventually, a weary Mr. Wright found his way home. Mrs. Wright had been waiting impatiently. I thought you would be right back, she said. I left all the cookie ingredients on the kitchen counter, and the cats got into the milk. You'll just have to go right out again. Mr. Wright sighed. He had no energy left. I am going right to bed, he said. Anyway, I need to go on a diet, so I might as well start right now. Isn't that right, dear? Okay, I saw a lot of people putting left instead of right and right instead of left.
He made good money out of this, I believe.
So the aim of the game was not to teach you right or left, but just to wake you all up. So I hope that did that. I hope it fulfilled its purpose. So anyway,
anytime, Anita, Anshuman's wife asks money, he will play this game. And if he fails, fail, no money.
no, I don't think it's going to work over there.
Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay.
So
why is my voice going?
You have two instruments?
is it echoing for everyone?
Yeah. Echo everywhere. Yeah.
Now?
Yes, it is.
Just a second. I'll just join and come back. I'll leave and come back. Hello. Still up.
What's up? Why is it?
I don't know. Never faced this before.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Now it's okay. Okay.
Yeah, shoot.
Okay.
Good evening, very good evening to everyone. And welcome to one and all to Newstart's 88th club meeting. Wow, it's a big number, approaching 100 very soon. Yeah. So, first of all, I would like to start off with the club mission. I would like all of you to repeat after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Okay, at every Toastmaster meeting, as you all know, we follow a few ground rules. Since this is an online meeting, kindly, keep your videos on at all times and keep your microphones on mute when someone else is talking so as not to disturb them. Use all the emoticon icons that you can use to encourage the speaker or even use the chat box. Please turn off your cell phone. If you can't, please put it on silent so as not to disturb. You all are at the comfort of your homes, I'm guessing. So kindly note the fire exit in case of any emergency at your place. And at every Toastmaster meeting, we refrain from 3 taboo topics: sex, politics, and religion. So kindly refrain from using these topics as and when you get a chance to speak. So from that, it's been an honor being a Sergeant at Arms, and I shall hand over the mic to our VP, DTM Anita Naidu. Over to you.
Yeah, good evening. It looks like comedy of errors happening everywhere. We have comedy of missing people happening today. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman, our Sergeant at Arms. Yes, we are a little late today, but nevertheless, welcome to our 88th meeting. A big round of applause to all the Newstart members and the guests who have arrived here today to support the Newstart's 88th meeting. So welcome one and all. And as the acting president, I declare today's meeting open. I understand that all of us are Toastmasters and know the rules and know about the Toastmasters community. So I'm not going into the nitty-gritties, but you all understand that we meet every fortnight and currently we are meeting online, but our decided venue is the NMC Hospital conference room where we meet. We used to meet on Saturdays, but because of certain reasons, we started to meet online to keep the thing going steady. And yes, today we have a lot of new things happening, though the strength is a little weak, but then I'm sure the energies are pepped up and very high. And we all have so much to share today. We've got a guest speaker. We've got a speaker from a guest club. We've got, a role player from another club. And we've got from different nations role players. So I'm not going to get into those areas because that is definitely the role of the privileges of the Toastmaster of the evening, who is also our maiden Toastmaster today. But before I go there, I just thought to share, because tip is not there. Toastmaster Rajalakshmi, our our IPP, immediate past president, wanted to share something technologically on the WhatsApp, which should have worked good for all of us, but I'm not going to snatch away that from her. Nevertheless, I do have something, probably some of you have already gone into this and watched this, but I thought if you have not used it, it's nice to use. How many of you know the timer app, which has come along with the Zoom? And if you could just raise your hands, or you were too busy to even check. Okay.
We heard of it. We heard of it, but we never used it.
Okay. Yeah, now you actually have an app, along with your Zoom. I'm sure you must have seen it. So just a second. Sometimes when you really want things to happen, it acts funny. Where's my app? Where are the apps gone? Okay. I think I'll not take more of the time. I'll come back to this when unable to open the apps. How many of you have seen the apps block in the right side? Prasad?
It's not opening for me also, that app's block.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it is only for host, no?
No.
Only
This,
allows to host.
anybody's this thing, it will open.
Yes, I can see that it has some the option like the featured essential app, and then the featured via timer is there.
Yeah.
But I think we have to.
Yeah, I can see now. There are 2 timers.
Yeah, don't take the last timer if you could run it. The last icon. And then there's one on the top which says share it. I'm surprised why it is not appearing in mine.
No, I can see there's only one timer there in the featured one.
In the featured one, I can't see that also. Okay, anyways, we'll not get into it now. Leave it.
Loading.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll try to search. Or is it because it's a live, I'm not able to see it? I don't know. Okay, so there is a timer app which you, when you share, it actually works fine. You can start and stop it whenever you want. You can actually see the timer. Yeah, you can see it now happening on Toastmaster Prasad's thing. So whenever the speaker starts to speak, the speaker can actually be watching the timing. And yeah, we are so used to the green card, amber card and all that. So probably that still can be retained by a timer. Nevertheless, the timing can be clearly put on the screen. So that's something which I thought I'll share in case you are using Zoom for other things. And sorry for the delay and the chaos. Let's keep our fingers crossed and get going with the meeting today. We have our very vibrant Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Ryan, taking this role for the very first time. So please unmute yourself and cheer our Toastmaster Ryan. Can we hear some more claps coming in?
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Over to you, Toastmaster Ryan.
Congrats, Ryan. All the best.
Thank you. So, hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you all today? Please tell me.
Yeah,
Are we doing good?
very fine, very fine.
Great. I hope you all doing. Hope you all had a great day. So, as you might have seen, I wanted today's theme of the meeting to be what it is. Are you ready to be a leader? That is the theme that I've decided. So I would like to ask each one of you, describe a leader in one word. Come on, I would like everyone to just, if you could unmute and describe a leader in one word. According to you, what you
Leads from front.
Tell me, Toastmaster Padmini, tell me.
Leader leads from the front, or you want only one word? If it
That'll
is
do,
word,
yes, one word.
Responsibility.
Great. TM Jeanette, please go ahead. You wanted to speak?
A molder.
Wow, great.
Yeah. Can I explain? It's okay.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Leader should mold another leader.
Absolutely. If there is no molding, if one leader might not be perfect, so it's definitely very important, as I agree, to a leader should mold another leader to take his place and to come up. Definitely. Thank you so much. Anybody else?
Yeah, leader who leads and commands and he delegates.
Absolutely. Anyone else?
Inspires.
Inspires, absolutely. It's very important. Definitely important. Yes. I think our leader, DTM Anita, inspires all of us definitely in this meeting.
Don't give such titles.
Go ahead. Anybody else? TM Anshuman.
A good leader should be a good listener.
Great. Anyone else? Okay. Thank you everyone for your input. So yes, all of what you said was definitely correct and very important. That describes a leader. In my eyes, if I have to describe what a leader is basically not only commanding, but also putting myself in the shoes of who I am leading. Because it is very important that you yourself do what is your commanding your subordinates to do before you actually command them to do it, because you need to feel how it is to be in their shoes. I would definitely, I would like to narrate something. So I was reading, I exactly don't remember the title, but yeah, it was a book written by a leader. He wrote something on leadership, our current leader of the UAE. And he said that leadership is determination, hard work, and never giving up. So as you know, our country where we all are from today, UAE, grew from a complete desert to one of the biggest cities in the world today. So I would like to put a food for thought for today of never giving up. Because a leader should command, a leader should inspire, a leader should walk in their subordinate shoes. But at the end of the day, I feel leading from the front comes with a lot of challenges. Definitely, I definitely understand. But it is very important that we never give up. So whatever we do in life, we should never give up. And I'm so excited to be the Toastmaster of the evening today. And it's a great privilege. And I would like to end this small little talk by saying that if you should never judge someone until you walk a mile in their shoes. Basically meaning that always lead from the front, but walk in somebody else's shoes first. And yes, definitely never give up. And excited for all the speeches, for all the evaluations, as well as everything that we have planned for the meeting today. So thank you everyone for listening. So DTM Anita, yes. So do I introduce the speakers? How does it go from here?
Yeah, please follow the agenda. Next
Okay.
is the bird
Yes.
master.
So yeah, so I would so the next in the agenda that we have for today is the tip of the day by Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. So Toastmaster Rajalakshmi present.
Can't hear you.
Am I audible now? Just give me a second.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, am I audible now? Yes. So the next in the agenda we have today is Toastmaster Rajalakshmi, who would be giving the tip of the day. So is Toastmaster Rajalakshmi present today?
Not there. She's not there.
She's not there. So should I proceed ahead?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Right. So so the next so unfortunately we didn't get to hear Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Not a problem. Next is the word of the day, which I would like to call on our very vibrant TM Padmini to give us the word for the day. Stage is yours, Padmini. TM Padmini, please take it over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ryan. Good evening, Toastmasters. The word of the day is expeditiously, meaning with speed and efficiency. Its form is adverb, adjective is expeditious, and noun is expeditiousness. Synonyms are quickly, swiftly, rapidly, and promptly. Spelling EXPEDITIOUSLY. Sentences are: the problem was resolved expeditiously by the authority. And the second sentence can be: the company's head office handles all queries and concerns expeditiously and without delay. Now, can I invite all of you to use the word in a sentence? Randomly, anybody can start. Expeditiously.
In the business world, any customer executive has to handle all the concerns of customers expeditiously and without delay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
Toastmaster Padmini presented the word expeditiously.
Yes. Oh, that was the sentence.
Yes.
Cool.
You were very expeditiously presented it. Swiftly and smoothly.
Can I go ahead, TM Padmini?
Yes, yes, of course, Ryan, please.
Yes, yes. So life is a marathon that should be run expeditiously.
Wow. Toastmaster Anita.
Yeah, let me use.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, the chairman of Emirates Airlines expeditiously to reach a conclusion to award 24 weeks bonus.
Wow. That's great. Anyone else? Toastmaster Janet.
I'll take a go with that. Yeah. When it comes to impromptu speaking, I think every Toastmaster has to expeditiously start to think and give the right kind of meaning to the speech. Yeah, over to you, Janet.
Thank you. I would like to complete all my training modules expeditiously.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Great.
Great.
Anyone else was there?
Yeah, since we were talking about leaders, I would say a good leader must control his troops expeditiously, especially when under pressure.
Good, thank you. Toastmaster Kazi.
Yeah, I mean, I used the word once. I'm the one who said you presented the word expeditiously.
Okay, I think that is the end of the round. All of them have had their chance, I suppose. Over to you, Toastmaster Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Padmini. That was a great rapid fire round with the word. And the way you conducted this round was indeed quite expeditious. I would say you did it quite expeditiously. Yes. So moving on, we have our very well and very exciting prepared speeches that we have right now. And this is actually one of the most interesting part of a Toastmasters meeting, are prepared speeches, because it helps speakers to showcase their skills of preparing a speech. And so we have two prepared speeches today. We have our first speaker, who will be our DTM Anita. And we have a second speaker following DTM Anita, who will be DTM Raghunanda. And our timer for the evening is, again, we have today Toastmaster Padmini, who will also be our timer for the evening today. So very excited to hear speeches. A round of applause, everyone, for the prepared speeches. If everyone can give a virtual clap for the prepared speeches. Good. Yeah, so over to you, DTM Anita. Please take it over.
My evaluator has to read the objectives of my speech. Toastmaster Anshuman.
Just a second. Okay, once again, good evening, everyone. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The purpose of the speech is for the member to inspire the audience. All the best, DTM Anita.
If Ryan could read the title, speaker, titles.
Yes, sure. So DTM Anita will be talking on the title Chat GPT for Toastmasters. Chat GPT for Toastmasters. DTM Anita, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ryan. Very good evening, everyone. What I would like to ask my dear audience here today is that how many of you have ever used an AI tool? Raise your hands. Any AI tool that you have used? Okay, quickly, very quickly, names of the AI tool which you have used. Very quickly.
ChatGPT.
Okay. Yeah, anyone else? Janet.
Ask AI, the latest one. Ask
Okay.
AI.
Okay. Yeah, fine. This is exciting, getting exciting because we have an audience who's used it. And today, I'm just going to, put a little more insight into how ChatGPT, we've been hearing about this, we've been hearing about Bard, we've been hearing about the new AI tools based on the OpenAI, so many things. So where exactly does ChatGPT come in for us Toastmasters? Are we actually using it effectively before it explodes and our brain explodes, not being able to assimilate whatever is happening, as a rapid progress is what I'm going to concentrate today on. So I have a small presentation made, a very small one, but from there I'm going to take you all into real time. So I'm going to share my screen here to tell you all about what exactly. Okay, even before I do that, let me ask you all, what does it ChatGPT stand for? Anyone? There? I got here in the soup? Good. So I'm going to now open up this big secret out there. And yeah. ChatGPT for us Toastmasters. What is ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Now, what has happened is until 2021, whatever database is there all around everywhere, unlike Google, which has got continuous pour of their database, this is like, you feed the model. It's called the ML, the language which is used. You fill it with so much of data, but the data is restricted up to 2021. So anything that has happened beyond that, it wouldn't be able to answer. So now this is a pre-trained transformer. It's a database which can answer anything, but it minds human being. So it kind of tries to understand what you're asking, goes back and gives you an answer the way you want it. So it's an artificial AI technology app, all of you know, and it can give human-like responses. Unlike the bots which we see wherever, they don't get emotional with you. I mean, if you look at Siri doesn't get emotional with you. But here it's not like giving an emotional thing, but the answers are going to be something which you might get when you ask your friend. So ChatGPT is now used, AI has always been used in chatbots, virtual assistants, and query-related applications. But those have been, very specific for running a business model or whatever. Here it is more of the wider horizontally spread thing where you can pick up anything right from a child to an adult. You can pick up on math, you can pick up questions on science or on a technology that you're using or a medicine that you're using and ask queries and ChatGPT gives you the right kind of answer. Now, benefits of ChatGPT application for Toastmasters: improved speech writing and delivery. We've seen Udly work here before. Now, I couldn't call Udly today because it's looking at some privacy issues today. I don't know for what reasons, but okay, we've seen Udly is giving us so much of an extensive knowledge about how we are speaking, what are the filler words and all that. So how ChatGPT is going to do is much more than that. It's going to rephrase a lot of things for us if you just give it the chat. It's not like it's going to record something, but anytime impromptu, feed it some text, it will tell you how you can write it better. So it also provides feedback on delivery. It will tell you at this juncture, you need to pause. At this juncture, you need to shout. At this juncture, you have to be, more poised. So those kind of recommendations are also given by the tool. Increased engagement and participation. This is also one thing that it helps in during the club meetings. So when I went and asked it, how would you help me in this? It said, I can give you a set of icebreaker questions, table topics, ideas, so on and so forth. I said, what icebreaker questions are you going to give me? Okay. And then, you know what it gave me? It gave me a set of questions. So like Anshuman started today, We could use any of these questions to just break the ice during the networking period. So you don't have to be hazy about what to do when you start a meeting. And then I told it, why don't you create my presentation slides for this particular presentation? And voila, look at what it created for me. I just told create a presentation for me and it gave me all the points with the subpoints. I was amazed. Then I said, okay, create a Toastmaster agenda for me. And you know what it did? I just gave it a basic text. Like I was like a normal person giving it all jumbled text with names. And it baffled me by creating such a beautiful agenda. Can we have a big round of applause for this very able tool? Seriously, it saved me so much of time, so much of time. And yes, I'm twice astonished with that. So where do I begin? Where do each of us begin, right? Simple. This is where we begin. So I'm going to stop my share and just going to show you all, just give me a second, where exactly I can take you all with this particular, where exactly you can be using the chat GPT from, which, you can see this, which website. So this is chatopenai.com. You enter here. It has got 3 different blocks, as you can see here, examples, capabilities, and limitations. Okay, so when I look at examples, it could be anything. Do you have any creative idea for a 10-year-old's birthday? When I said it starts to generate all the ideas. Okay, if you can look at it. Yeah. So I'll just show you what I did yesterday. Yeah, this is what I did. So much of enjoyment. I had real fun time with this. Yeah, this is what I said. Make an agenda and all this. Just a second. I have my cat troubling me. Yeah. So now if you see, it starts to create your agenda. I'm showing it to you all in live. Yeah, I know the red is on. So sometimes it does tell you that it's taking a lot of time to generate it here. See, you can just see, I'll just show a few lines of this. It just puts in everything here and you can just stop the generating. And I went ahead and asked it to put it in a tabular column, and this is what it did for me. So I was kind of really happy with the way it is going on. My daughter took a step ahead and asked the ChatGPT thing to, how do I annoy my mother? And ChatGPT refused to answer that. She said, I'm not going to answer questions like this. So it has got its own integrity also. So I respect it for that. And I think now it's time for each of us to delve into this extremely beneficial technology and make the most of it. So how many of you are going to take up making an agenda next? I'm going to ask at the end of this meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Ryan.
Thank you so much, DTM Anita. That was a great prepared speech. TM Padmini, is the time done? I mean, like,
yes.
Yes, done, right? Confirm.
I
okay.
got it. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, good. DTM Anita, wonderful take on ChatGPT for Toastmasters. It was very interesting to see how ChatGPT can be used in different ways. I was, in fact, quite interested about the part where your daughter wrote how to annoy my mother. So that was that was quite funny. In fact, I remember when I had put that for my sisters as well, ChatGPT did not answer that question. Yes, so definitely ChatGPT is useful and it also has integrity. Definitely great speech. So the next speech we have for prepared speech we have for today is DTM Raghunanda, who will be speaking on the topic. Just give me a second, sorry. Yeah. Who will be speaking on the topic, the 3 W's of wealth, and will be we'll be speaking on the prepared speech of the 3 W's of wealth. The 3 W. So if I can get who's the evaluator for TM Raghu?
Myself is the evaluator. Let me read out the objectives.
Sure.
1 second. Okay. Wait. Great.
Toastmaster Ryan, can I get
Yes.
the timing for this one speaker? Because I've
no.
been given 21 minutes. Because there is a question answer round, there will be a change in timings. So I was given green for 7 minutes, yellow for 10 minutes, because there will be a question answer round, and red at 20 minutes. Is that okay, or you want me to change anything?
It's
No.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yes.
No,
Speaker is okay with it? Speaker is okay?
I suggest let it be 10, 15, and 20.
10, 15, 20. Okay, fine. Great.
Okay. Okay, let me read out the objectives. This speech is a question and answer session, and purpose statement is the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about and practice facilitating a question and answer session. The purpose of this speech is for the member to practice in delivering an informative speech and running a well-organized question and answer session. The member is responsible for managing time, so there is adequate opportunity for both. All the best, Toastmaster Raghunatha. Okay, over to you.
Are you able to see me and hear me clearly? Is there an echo?
No, everything is fine.
Well, Toastmaster, you can invite you to type my title.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raghurama. So, Toastmaster Raghunanda. So I'm going to read about the title of QA speech. The 3 W's of wealth. The 3 W's of wealth. Toastmaster Raghunanda. Over to you.
Dhalam Moolam Idam Jagat. A Sanskrit shloka, which means that money is the base of everything in this world. Isn't it? Once you hit an age, you're forced to go forward and earn something. Otherwise, your parents force you. Whether it is 14, 20, 21. And we all go around behind the money all our life. And then at certain age, start spending the same money to earn back what we lost. Whether it is our childhood, whether it is our passions, or whether it is our dreams, or maybe something that we never value, our health. Irrespective of anything, the pandemic that hit us badly, are some people who never forget what we went through this moment, has ensured that we realize the importance of what we should actually value in our life: health, people, and food. What did you buy? Did you buy gold? Or did you stand in queues in the pandemic? Can somebody answer it? Food, right? And the usual supplies that we needed, that we never valued it. And what we always fear was the loss of a human being, of our family members. And third, health. We should be thankful for the pandemic for that, but I didn't. After the pandemic, I was pumped at 103 kilos, 103 kilos. And guess what? After the second shot of vaccine, I started developing some complications. Well, I always say COVID vaccine was for good, but I have a different story to tell. It all started in September last year, and I started developing an itching around my body. Initially, I thought it was some insect bite that was causing it, because I used to travel around, maybe too many mosquitoes in my area. Well, it continued, and the itchiness and the redness was all around my body. And when I went to see a dermatologist who was a family friend, he asked me to do certain tests. And guess what? My diabetes was at peaks, 9.2 HbA1c. And my blood pressure When I got it tested, it was 170 to 180 out of 120 or 130, 140 sometimes, close to getting heart attack. Well, I was baffled at those readings, and what I was being given was just some medicine which put me on sleep. It never cured me actually. I was not able to work. I was not able to do anything out of that. I could not wear my usual shirt because of my weight. Things continued like that. And then I thought, rather, I had two choices. Either give up at that point of life or think about my family and start living my life. I choose the second one. I choose, I will not give up and I will find ways to keep up my health. That is when one of my friends told, why don't you find alternatives in Ayurveda and not the allopathy medicine? And that started my journey towards good health. When I found answers to what I was seeking in Ayurveda. It has stopped my skin problem, the allergy, which was not cured by many doctors that I visited during all that time, at least for 6 months. Ayurveda was able to cure just in 2 to 3 months. But then I had a lot to work upon. Then I went across and then started walking every day. And then during that period, I came to know about 3 W's of regaining our actual wealth, which is health. Yes, health is an actual wealth that we should preserve irrespective of at any age. And I started working upon it by 3 W's, which I'm going to share. First W is your water. I started drinking water, ensuring that we keep ourselves hydrated. Many of us who sit and work with laptops and we are even doing different business or maybe doing our own job, we don't hydrate ourselves properly. And that is the first cause of our lifestyle diseases. When I started working on myself, I started drinking at least 1 liter of warm water as soon as I get up. Will ensure that I at least get 3 to 4 liters of water, including juices that I have. It started helping my body and ensuring a proper digestion. Ensure to keep yourself hydrated. The intake might depend upon your weight, or rather BMI, not other features, BMI and your age. When you do that, it will help in your proper digestion. Second W is your workouts. As John Martin Luther King has told, it doesn't matter whether you're flying, walking, crawling, or just staying. But what matters is keep moving. Keep moving, because we are born to rejoice our moments. Enjoy your, at least make an attempt to move and do things. Don't sit there and expect someone to do your things. Maybe your children, maybe your wife, you might be expecting them to do the things. No, don't do that. Next thing is, you might be driving your car, you might be driving your bike, get things, stop it. Go by walk. Ensure as much as you can walk, keep walking. And you don't need to hit the gym. Do small exercise, stretch your body, hands, maybe move your neck, move your legs. That's what it matters. Keep moving. And guess what? If you can move at least 5,000 steps a day, which is easily possible, you are able to start on your journey of fitness. When you keep moving, it helps you keep yourself active. And second thing, it helps in good bowel. Third thing is, it keeps you looking forward for your life. That's what it matters, right? When you keep enjoying yourself each and every day, you will look forward to each and every day. The third thing is watch. This is a very broad term, right? And we're going to discuss in detail about it. When you watch out, what you should do? Well, watching is not TV, watching is not movie. is watching out what's going inside and what's coming out. Yes, it matters. We don't like to discuss about it, but it is what matters. Every person should think on, based upon their BMI and age, their intake calories depend upon how active you are. 1200 to 1600 calories is normal diet that you should follow. When you are maintaining your movements, at least 200 to 400 calories should be burned based upon your movements. And based upon that, your diet should be followed. 1200 to 1600 calories, but you're very active and if a sports person, athletic person, maybe you can take more than 2000, but 1200 to 1600 if you're just moderately active. And that will help you to keep yourself active. Whatever is necessary for you to have complete diet is what you take. Guess what? What we actually love, especially Indians, samosa is equal to one meal. 350 calories is what you get from one single samosa that's fried in oil. That what we call kachori, or whatever you're baking there, one piece of cake is equal to 2 meals. That's what is there. You need to understand what you're taking in. First thing is understand the calories, what is coming out of each product that you're having. Second thing is you must understand what you're buying. Is that healthy product on the shelf of supermarket that you're buying is really healthy? We all have seen so many ads. Boromita for health. Complan to grow up. Well, blah, blah, blah. Is it really? Well, guess what? All my childhood, I was told that I can grow tall using drinking Complan. I Boromita for health. My dad brought it several times. Is it really health? But the reality is here. They are just sugar syrups. Just sugar syrup. The chips that you're having, chips, nachos that you're having, wow. But guess what? They're made out of at least 10 to 20% of sugar just to make you addicted. Realize and understand that there are 3 W's that you must eliminate from your kitchen. White sugar. Why? Because it's highly processed and not good for your health. White flour or maida, which is not good for your gut because it just gets there and sticks there and it will help you. Rather, it doesn't help you. And all that you eat here just stays up here. And what it does is acidity and the gastric problem just come up there. Last, eat your white rice. Rice, which would have been a healthier food. Our grandparents or parents never had a white rice. They had single polished rice, brown or red rice. But what we are doing, we want that biryani to go inside so sweet or so smooth. Is that what you want? But is that what you're getting? No, here. They remove the bran out of the rice on the name of polishing it and telling different names, but that bran is sold to you as a protein powder, protein mix, etc., at a higher cost, and you get this shit as the rice, and you buy it and then cook and then have it. It is useless at all. And guess what? And it just adds calories, and then it doesn't help you at all. Avoid white rice. Have a single polished rice. I've replaced it with millets. Millets that we used to throw to birds are at several times we just ignored it so much that the production has stopped it across the board. Start going to that life. The ancient life of our ancestors that we ignored is actually the life that we should live. Live with nature. Nature can heal you. Nature has everything that you can heal yourself with. I work with these 3 W's. Water, workouts, where I walk at least for 15 to 20,000 steps daily. And the third is watch out. With these 3 W's, I was able to eliminate my skin problems, Second thing is I was able to reduce my diabetes, which was at 9.2 to 6. And I'm sure that I will reverse it very soon. And I was also able to control my blood pressure to an extent. I'm sure I'm working on it, the element. Guess what? Nature also has cure to remove your kidney stones, your gallstones, and also remove all the fat that you accumulated in different parts of the body by just few tips. Well, I'll preserve that to next speech, but for now, understand, follow these 3 W's in your life. And remember, nature has everything to cure yourself. What matters is, are you going to follow this and lead a healthy life, or just sit like a couch potato on your sofa, watching that Netflix series, or having that biryani, or having those nachos and chips, ignoring everything that you already knew? Well, my dear friends, whatever I told you today is not something that none of you know. Is what we all know or knew from our child. We have been just ignoring on the pretext of modernity. But if you regain back, you will do it. From 103 kilos, I'm at 78 kilos now. What about you? Will you work on it? Sit like a couch. Thank you. I'll take question now.
Yeah, DTM Raghu, I just wanted to know, how did you identify that you had an issue that was related to the vaccination?
Thank you, Anita. Well, after my second dose, I came to know, or rather, I saw that there was different complexities that were happening, especially with my skin. Initially, I ignored, but then I went to check up, and then also the medication was going on. It was not helping me. Then I asked few doctors who were my Toastmaster friend from the United States and different countries. After studies, they told me that the vaccine was a hoax. What were just being tested on it. Because even after second dose, most of the people have got the COVID. And second thing, there were so many complexion that people had. There are several problems, not just the skin problem was just one of them. When I joined few courses, like Sattvic movement course and other courses, when I was interacting with people, at least 20% of them had problems after Sattvic movement. They initially didn't know what was happening with them. But when I discussed, they came to know that it was the outcome of the vaccine.
Okay, one question, Raghunatha. You have itching problem which you observed after the vaccination, but maybe you are connected with some animals. Maybe your itching problems related to those animals. Have you connected to any animals?
No, it's not of the animals, because there is an underlying condition, that diabetes and blood pressure. There are several people who have died recently in Hyderabad itself at the age of just 40, and some people even at 35 after the booster dose.
No, that is fine. But I would just
If you are asking about me, no, I didn't come in touch with any.
Okay, because what I thought is maybe you are doing a wrong diagnosing for something, and which helped because it's Ayurveda. It helps. But however, it may be connected to animal. That's what I thought. That's why I asked. Yeah.
No, the doctors have done complete analysis on that.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyone?
Yeah, okay, maybe because nobody's taking a go, I'll just ask you one question. The biggest doubt is there's so many diets out there and everybody wants to have something tasty. So for the young generation and people, I mean, the youngsters whom we have here, like Janet, Ryan, Anshuman, what exactly would you recommend would be the easiest way for them to adopt a healthy lifestyle?
I know adopting this lifestyle is not that easy. First thing that body requires, or rather, the body has internal power to heal itself. But what we are doing is eating in uneven timings. We love to munch at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 12 p.m., or rather 12 a.m. Then keep on eating. Some people even eat at 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. and we call it moderate. If you go to villages or if you remember our ancestors, they completed their dinner by 7 and then had slept by 8. That is the actual thing that you should do. Intermittent fasting for at least 12 hours is what you need to heal yourself. Some people have extended to 16, some people extended to 20, which I'm doing right now, 20 hours. I eat between just to 10 to 2, and that is helping me a lot. It depends. You start with baby steps. What you can do is complete your dinner at least by 7 or 8, and then have your next meal in the morning. Second thing, it is hard for you to follow certain things. For example, going to vegan diet, or avoiding certain foods. But slowly do it, because we love those munches, we love those samosas and kachoris, but start working on it, because you never know what is the oil that is being used to make them. What is the actual flow that is being used? I myself see so much is happening in the background. It doesn't matter whether you're having in a 5-star hotel or a normal hotel. It all matters is what is going inside is dangerous for you. Think about it. Slowly adapt to it. This is my page that I've developed on Facebook, where I keep adding sattvic recipes which are vegan and that can help you. Some things which are healthy and tasty, something that can remove even your gallstone or kidney stones. And it also helps you regain your health. Life is all about becoming better version. That's what Toastmaster also talks about, right? Now we are here at a point when we may lose, and we keep thinking it's too early to work upon health. It's too early to work upon even our devotion to God. It's never too early, my friends. You never know the life, what will happen the next day or next moment. It is now. If you are young, it is now that you must start working on your health. Do not think that you will have a next day to work upon it. I've seen very young people suffering from serious health problems. When you have starts something of your kidney or heart going very low or high, you cannot do this program again. But if you're healthy enough today, start on this program, start working on yourself, and I'm sure you will be able to do miracles with your body, whether it is reducing your body or reversing all those ailments, including your body pains. So smart.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raghunanda. That was a very inspiring speech on health, and definitely I think we all agree that health is wealth, and it's high time and very important that we start taking care of health and start taking measures to avoid any problems in the future. So that concludes the prepared speeches for the day. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Padmini to give out the timer's report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ryan. The first speaker, DTM Anita, spoke for 8 minutes, 20 seconds. And second speaker, Toastmaster Raghunath Raju, spoke for 21 minutes, 21 seconds. That's it. Over to you, Toastmaster Ryan.
So no polls today, we can move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Padmini, for the timer's report. Okay, proceeding forward, our next segment for the evening is table topics, which would be conducted by Toastmaster Prasad. Toastmaster Prasad, over to you for the table topics.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ryan. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I welcome you all to one of the most exciting sessions of Toastmasters meeting, that is the table topics. The main objective is to help members practice the art of improvisation and helps us to think on our feet. So this helps us in developing 4 vital communication skills, like that is listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. This session is not restricted to members only. Even the guests can also participate. Now, before I begin, I request the timer, Toastmaster Padmini, to just read out the timing guidelines for table topic round.
Yes, Toastmaster Prasad. For table topics, each speaker will be getting 2 minutes to speak. I'll be showing the green card, that is my virtual background will go to green after completion of 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes. You get a grace of 30 seconds after red is displayed. Okay. Over to you, Toastmaster Prasad.
Thank you so much for the guidelines, Toastmaster Padmini. Now, can I have a volunteer to start with? Anybody interested to go first?
You take the call, Prasad.
Yeah, okay. So I start with the Toastmaster Kazi.
Yes.
That's great. So Toastmaster Kazi, smartphones makes us stupid. Support this sentence. Smartphones makes us stupid. Support this statement. Toastmaster Kazi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Yes, indeed, smartphones makes us stupid. Because we rely on smartphone on so many things that we stop doing that conventional thing. You know, when we, even whenever we write a speech, for example, in initial days, we used to think on that topic. But now we have got the smartphone on our fingertip, we Google it. We get lot of material just by Googling on our smartphone, which makes our ability, which reduces, which had an impact on our ability to think on that topic, because we are getting things readily available in the Google. And now with today's chat GPT, which Team Anita was talking about, so we don't need to do anything. We don't need to learn even Excel now. So we can just type it and we can get the things done in tabular column. So that's how that will make now. And even my kids, so she has got this Alexa, you know, these kind of smart things. She's not bothered about learning the spelling. Instead, she comes and asks Alexa, what is the spelling of this word? So these kind of smartphones and smart devices, what we have got today, is really indeed making us stupid. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kazi, for providing the thought-provoking points on smartphones makes us stupid. Now, who is the next? Any volunteer next, or I can? Toastmaster Zenit, would you like to go next?
It's okay, Toastmaster Prasad. What is the question?
Yeah, the question is the same.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Smartphones makes us stupid. Present a points.
I think Janet's
Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay. Yeah, thank you,
I think some
Toastmaster
echo is
Prasad.
there. I think some echoing is there.
Yeah, I'm only using one Zoom application. And is my voice audible right now?
Yeah, now it's audible. Just yeah.
Okay.
Your question, just yeah. Your question is smartphones make us stupid. Present your points against the topic.
Okay. Yes, smartphone actually did not make us stupid. An opposite, it can be smartphone makes us lazy, because in one click away, we can easily complete our job done. In one click away, we can go to a location which we are not familiar with. Imagine you are stranger in one location. You don't have smartphone. Will you able to locate your destination using the map, the manual map? Of course, nowadays, in this tradition, in this era, we are always using the Google Maps, and it's really avoidant for us to be to locate the places everywhere with the use of the smartphones because of the installed Google Maps. So I would say that it's not a stupid thing to use the smartphones. It is the smartest way, actually. And the one who created those smartphones, developing different kind of applications, are very smart people. They are using their minds, their brains to implement a lifestyle through that platform, wherein people can use it in a quickest way, in a lazy way, I can say, but not in a stupid way. So it is a smart way to use the smartphones. It is a smart way that nowadays everything is one click away, even not specifically with the smartphones, with a different technology. So imagine we're working, we have a lot of laundry to do. Do we need to do it to wash the clothes manually? Of course, like this way, we are actually doing this kind of Toastmaster Club. We are working, we're attending meetings, even though we're working from home. At the same time, we can just push the button and we can wash our laundry. So a smartphone is also good technology. So it's not a stupid thing. It is a smart thing because we invested our brain, our investor, our developer invested a lot in terms of making our life easy. So yes, I'm actually not agree with that smartphone is a stupid thing. It's really a brilliant thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Yeah. Thank you so much. Now next, who would like to go? Toastmaster Padmini, would you like to try?
Somebody has to time
Yeah.
it, record it.
Yeah, I think you can put the automated timer.
Time. What's the question?
Okay. Your question, Toastmaster Padmani, traditional schooling is better than online schooling. So support the statement.
Sorry, repeat it.
Traditional schooling is better than online schooling.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad, for the topic. Traditional schooling is better than online schooling. Yes, of course, I do agree with this. In many cases, traditional schooling is much better. I mean, traditional schooling where students used to write instead of just typing on the keyboards. We have seen during the pandemic, students have started typing on the keyboard for everything, whether it is taking down notes or whether appearing for the test, they have started using their keyboards, that is their computers or their cell phones. What has happened because of this is they have lost practice of handwriting. Now they are not able to write anything. They have become so dependent on the computers, on the cell phones to give them answers for their problems that they have stopped thinking. Most of the cases, they have even stopped thinking or learning anything properly. I think the previous thing, that was the traditional method where they used to read from the textbook, write manually. That was the best form of writing, education system, where they used to, and main thing, they were able to meet their friends. They were able to go to the school and chat with their friends or talk to them, exchange notes. Everything was being done in the most traditional way than the online schooling, where everything has become so mechanical that there is hardly any interaction with their friends or their schoolmates. So in my opinion, I think it is the best thing to have the traditional way of schooling. That's it. Over to you, Toastmaster Prasad. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Padmini. Now next guest. Okay, yeah. Guest Paradi Adalla. Toastmaster Simba, right? Yeah. So your question is the same. Traditional schooling is better than online schooling. So speak against the topic. Traditional schooling is better than online schooling. Speak against the topic. Toastmaster Simba.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak against traditional schooling is better than online schooling. Online schooling has done much for us. To begin with, online schooling removes the barrier of distance and the struggle to physically get to school. Previously, when you got the opportunity to attend school in another continent or in a different country, you would have to mobilize your village mates to get you funding to attend these schools. That was a hectic activity. Second, when you go to poor schools, they do not have equipment. However, online schooling has enabled them to watch labs and demonstrations. Experiments which are expensive to set up no longer have to be set up physically, rather can be watched online. Not to mention the much available information that online schooling avails to you. You no longer have to carry a heavy backpack on your back, hurting your back and deteriorating your health. All of it is there at the touch of a Kindle button. We claim that interactions have been dwindled by online schooling, but we have been exposed to many more people that we would have previously had access to, making better connections, collaborating on bigger projects, and living better quality of life. Therefore, I say online schooling is better than traditional schooling. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very well attempted, Toastmaster Simba. Now next, this is the last set. Next volunteer, and anybody would like to go? Toastmaster Anshuman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Toastmaster Anshuman. Arranged marriage is better than love marriage. Support the statement. Arranged marriage is better than love marriage. Support the statement. Toastmaster Anshuman.
Arranged marriage is better than love marriage. You're trying to put me in trouble here, I see. Yeah. Okay. Arranged marriage is, yes, I can speak on personal experience. Yeah. So someone who's got into a love marriage, I can tell you the drawbacks of a love marriage. One is you already know the person too well, before you get married. So that, that excitement, that what you call element of surprise is not there, before a marriage. When you marry a complete stranger, you are in that honeymoon phase soon after your marriage. So, you're getting to know the person, the love is building. Here, all that is already done. And now you're just starting to live together. So, that is one big difference between an arranged marriage and a love marriage. Secondly, in an arranged marriage, we really don't, like, we always say opposites attract. But in an arranged marriage, we don't know whether, this person is opposite to me or like me. We have absolutely no idea how this person is. it's slowly, the beauty of an arranged marriage is that, the mystery just keeps unfolding as years go by. Only like after years, you realize that what my partner actually is, what kind of person he is. Oh my God, what kind of trap did I fall into right now? With a love marriage, you know exactly what you're getting into. So, that element of surprise is not there. So overall, I have to say that, if you want some excitement in your marriage, at least in the initial few years, I think arranged marriage is any day better than love marriage. Because, at the end of the day, you want that love and that honeymoon phase to go as long as possible. If it's already over before, you get married, then, the whole point is defeated. So personally, I would say, I would ask each one of you, whoever is not married over here, first of all, I would ask you, don't get married. But if ever you do plan to get married, please try and avoid a love marriage. Thank you.
Hope your wife is not listening to this.
She's sitting right next to me. That's why I said you'll get me killed.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman. I had no intention to put in this trouble, but then I had to ask you this question. Okay, now we come to the last topic. Okay, can you go to the TMOD, Toastmaster Ryan, the man of the day?
Yes, Toastmaster Prasad.
So the same question to you, since arranged marriage is better than the love marriage. Just speak against the topic. Arranged marriage is better than the love marriage. Speak against the topic. Toastmaster Ryan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prasad. Unfortunately, unlike Toastmaster Anshuman, I don't have the experience of marriage, but I'll speak on what I know.
Everybody has the experience.
Yes. So, arranged marriage is basically very traditional in especially our Indian culture, where a bride and a groom are arranged by their respective families to get back together and be bound by marriage. So I do not agree with this at all, because it's like, how would you feel if I take any person? How would you feel if you were paired up with any stranger and told to get that you're going to be married in, like, say, a week or 2 weeks? It would be really awkward. And you would be put in a situation where you are just following a process without any meaning. Marriage is a big thing, and it is something that goes a long way in your life. It is very important to know the person, to understand the person, and to create a bond with that person before getting married. So I would definitely say that love marriage definitely is more superior than arranged marriage, because it is the love that creates a connection between two people, and love is something that creates a pathway to make a marriage meaningful, long-lasting, and important. Now, that doesn't go to say that arranged marriage would not do the same thing, but definitely original always supersedes everything. And love has no boundaries. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Prasad.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ryan. Very well presented points. So can we have the next, who would like to go next?
Can give it a try.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, you can give it a Raghu.
Both the Raghus.
Yeah, okay. So it will be for both the Raghus. So first we'll go with DTM Raghunanda. Yeah.
Raghunatha, actually.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, yeah. Raghunatha. Yeah. Yeah. Social media has bad impact on our society. Support the statement. Social media has bad impact on our society. Toastmaster Raghunatha.
Social media has a bad impact on society. Do I agree? I don't know. It all depends upon us, right? I give you a knife and ask you to cut vegetables. That's what it's supposed to do. But if you're going to cut somebody's throat or kill somebody, that is not the nice problem. That is your opinion, or what is your intentions. Social media is a great platform where we get to know each other. If not social media, how would I connect with DTM Anita and then be present in this meeting here? If not social media, I wouldn't have visited 144 countries online and gave speeches or took some role everywhere. If not social media, rather I would have known many things which I've learned for a period of time. But at the same time, if not social media, I would have got at least 2 to 3 hours of my time back, because I keep scrolling my Facebook. I keep scrolling my WhatsApp, checking for a new message. Sometimes I get so crazy, 3 minutes I don't check my phone. I pick it up to expect something to pop up as I get scrolled on. It all depends upon us. Anything and everything is all upon us, how we are going to use it. Social media is a great platform to get connected, to know people. And if you use it properly, you can build a network, because your network is your network. You can mint money, but how you are using it is all upon you. Social media is a great platform, but if you are not using it properly, it might result in adverse effect. You might lose a lot of time. You might just get addicted to it. You might be watching something that you should not watch. You might be sharing something on the platform which might get you into trouble. So it's all upon you, nothing about social media. Topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raghunatha, for speaking on the topic. Now, I'll give a last topic to our DTM Raghuram. Summer is better than winter. Summer is better than winter. Provide your points, DTM Raghuram. You're on mute.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Summer is better than winter. For me, if I have asked to deliver my points, however, I will have to comment on both points. First of all, summer is good and better. Why? When we compare to winter countries like high winter areas like Canada, during winter, you will have to fully cover other than 2 eyes, everything you have to cover. In case you are not covering yourself, what exactly happens is in case it is exposed to the winter, you will have to ampute that portion. Maybe it is a ear, maybe it is a finger, anywhere. If it is open to the this exposed to winter, you will have to ampute. So if you take these factors into account, so it is better we manage with the summer, because there is no hassles except sweating, nothing else. Everything is fine. We drink as much as water, as much as lemon, and all this makes body normal. And lemon water, all this makes body normal. So summer is fine, but wherever over are with winter, they face these type of difficulties. They have to take care 100%, like children's. Whenever they go out, they have to take care, because mistakenly, if they expose to winter, then body part to be amputated. These are the factors are there. So I consider summer is better than winter. Over to you, Prasad.
Thank you so much, DTM Raghuram. And with this, we come to the end of the table topics session. Thanks and congratulations to all the speakers who did attempt very well. This was just like a small debate kind of a table topics session we had. Now I request our timer Toastmaster Padmini to just provide the timing report.
Yes, Toastmaster Ryan. The first speaker, Toastmaster Kazi, spoke for 1 minute, 31 seconds. Toastmaster Janet spoke for 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Toastmaster Padmini, somebody has to tell, whoever has timed it.
Yeah, within the time. So I
Right.
forgot to note it down.
Yeah, Toastmaster Adala, Paddy Adala, I don't know.
Toastmaster Simba.
Yeah, Simba. 1 minute, 24 seconds. Toastmaster Anshuman, 1 minute, 57 seconds. Toastmaster Ryan, 1 minute, 57 seconds. DTM Raghunatha, 2 minutes, 11 seconds. DTM Raghurama, 2 minutes, 7 seconds. Over to you, Toastmaster Ryan.
Thank
So
you so
all
much.
are qualified?
All are
Yes.
qualified.
Yes.
So we can have a poll in some time. Yeah, it's there. So, I think we can continue with the next session. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ryan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prasad, and thank you for the timers polls, Toastmaster Padmini. The next segment we have for today evening is the evaluation segment. The evaluation segment is basically evaluators who are allotted for the prepared speeches today, who will evaluate the speakers based on how they have structured their speech, and to give them valuable feedback on how to improve next time. So we have our evaluators Toastmaster Anshuman and Toastmaster Raghurama. Toastmaster Anshuman will be giving a detailed evaluation on DTM Anita speech, and DTM Raghurama will be evaluating TM Raghunatha on his speech. So I would like to call upon our first evaluator, Toastmaster Anshuman, to evaluate DTM Anita. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. And good evening again to one and all. Artificial intelligence, the muse of the digital age, breathes life into ideas and fuels the boundless realm of inspiration. Do you think I could have come up with that with myself? No way. I just used ChatGPT right on the spot. And that itself is a testament to the fact that you have inspired me as an audience to use this groundbreaking tool in my evaluation. Through your PowerPoint presentation, you very expeditiously took us through, firstly, the history and how the application came into being. And secondly, and the most important part, its application and use for each and every role player in a Toastmaster meeting, whether it's a table topic master, a speaker, a sergeant at arms, and the part which I love the most, a VP who has to prepare an agenda. As a former VP myself, I know the pain that goes into preparing an agenda for each upcoming meeting. The speech, honestly, throughout it kept me engaged, and I was awestruck, to the lengths you can go by using this tool for your various, use in a Toastmaster meeting. And there were subtle bits of humor in each part of the speech, which kept us entertained right throughout. So while, the speech, I felt honestly ticked most of the boxes, I felt there was one small area you fell a bit short with respect to your objective. And that is to interact with your audience. Probably you could have done so by asking questions and, getting a response from them, and hence challenging yourself more by adapting your speech, according to the audience response, based on, like, for example, you could have asked one of us any Toastmaster specific question. and try to generate an immediate chat GPT response. It would enhance the effect, of the tool, that, how immediately on the spot I could answer your question using this particular tool. And then it would enhance the effect of chat GPT. All in all, I have to say it's a very, very inspiring and informative and eye-opening speech with wonderful examples and very relatable examples that each one of us, I believe, should use, in our future Toastmaster assignments. And only one small warning: beware, DTM Anita. If ChatGPT has reached this level, it's only a matter of time that its integrity will go down the drain and give your daughter a very long list of ways to annoy her mother. So best of luck for that. And over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman. The next evaluator we have is DTM Raghurama, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Raghunanda for his speech. Over to you, DTM Raghurama.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. First of all, let me congratulate my target speaker, DTM Raghunanda, for delivering level 4 P2, the question and answer session, 3 Ws of wealth, and completing it as per the objective. The 3 Ws of wealth, which you have delivered very well, taken by the audience. You started with a sloka, very good thing, looks very nice. You explained on 3 Ws of wealth: drink water, walk, watch out, which is required in life. You advised to be active by walking with the appropriate diet. You explained about samosa, 1 samosa equal to 1 meal, 1 kachori is equal to 2 meal, and you suggested to avoid oily food. It is very good suggestion to the audience. The audience will take it in the right perspective. You have narrated that you have itching problem after vaccination, after COVID vaccination, and you got it cured through Ayurveda. That is all. This point also audience will take it the right perspective. As you said, Ayurvedic is better than it is. It is a comparison between Ayurveda and allopathic. That's a good thing. Explained about Complan and Boost, which I also agree, because I have never used it for my son. So that is also one of the positive thing you expressed it. And I have some suggestions and feedback to you in this speech. One is when you explained with the sloka in Sanskrit, you explain the sloka which is in Sanskrit, which you could have explained in English. What is the meaning? Then the audience will take it in the right way, because audience will not understand that. And another thing is, initial itself, you could have interacted with the audience just to engage them, like on questions on wealth. That could have been done. And another thing is, all 3 Ws, water, walk, and watch out, you should have explained how it is beneficial. Audience knows it is beneficial, but still, as a matter of fact, you could have explained that. You said white sugar, white flour, and white rice. It is not good. You should put that why it is not good. That one point should have come. Millet also, you said it is good. I know it is good, but only few people, those who have got diabetic, they know about millet, but other than that, people do not know that. So another thing is, you should have asked the audience, have they understood? So that interaction should have been done. And another point I have is, another thing, you should have engaged the audience to pose more questions. What exactly happened is, me and Anita both we raised the questions, but others did not come up. So you should have encouraged them to pose more questions, because this is question answer session, and more questions should have been there and more answers should have been coming out from you. That could have made this speech, even better. Even throughout, your speech was very good, and except it went as a monotonous thing. Otherwise, the speech was very good. Only thing, if you accommodate the feedback what I gave, then I think you can make this speech even better. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Ryan.
Thank you so much, DTM Raghurama, for the evaluation. With this, we conclude our evaluation, and we would move with the timers report by TM Padmini.
Yes, Toastmaster Ryan. First evaluator, Toastmaster Anshuman, finished it in 2 minutes, 55 seconds. And Toastmaster Raghurama evaluated in 4 minutes, 6 seconds. That's it. Over to you, Toastmaster Ryan.
Thank you so much for the timers report, TM Padmini. Moving on, we would now move on towards the grammarian report. The role of a grammarian would be to help all club members improve their grammar and vocabulary, monitor the language, and ensure the usage of correct grammar. Our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Jeanette, will be the grammarian for this meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Jeanette.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ryan. First of all, I'm really flattered and also happy, and I would like to commend that you have done a fantastic job, and I found this session very interactive with dedication and focus. So kudos to everyone for doing a job well done. So to start, I've gathered some points wherein it will be a constructive kind of approach. So first statement that I have captured is, should I proceed ahead? So the proceed and ahead have the same meaning and thought. So when you use the proceed and ahead, it's kind of redundant statement. So you may say, should I proceed? Should I go ahead? Because as I have said, proceed and ahead have the same thought and have the same meaning. Second, can I invite all of you? So may I encourage, it should be the best way informal to say this approach is, may I encourage everyone to use the word in a sentence, because may is a modal auxiliary verb that clarifies the main verb of the sentence where something is happening, while can is an ability that you can. So you the speaker can do that, but you are pertaining to the audience to let them use the word in a sentence. Second, it minds a human being. So it can it can be, or it can think like a human being or mind like a human being. Another statement that I have captured is, this is what I have said. This is what I have said in the application. So those are the questions I have written, or it can be, those are the questions I have asked on the application. And then another statement is, how's the time? So you meant to say, have you captured the time duration? So that is the good statement to ask. Another thing is, who will be speaking the topic? So that statement should be, who will be delivering a speech with a title? Okay, and also one of the observations during the speech or during the delivery of the speech. So he kept saying first thing, second thing, third thing, second thing in the entire speech, wherein it actually confuses us an audience. So we can use another adverb, ordinal adverbs like first or firstly, second, secondly, and so on and so forth. Or we can use another adverb such as, for example, okay, those are another thing, so that we will not repeatedly mentioning the word itself many times in your speech. Another one, I would like to call upon. This can be, I would like to call Toastmaster to discuss and share us with a timing report. So this is kind of more formal if you will use this kind of this statement rather than I would like to call upon. Another redundant statement is, proceeding forward. So proceeding forward is actually have the same thought. So you may use to proceed or to forward, because as I have said, it's a redundant and you cannot use the same meaning in a one statement or in a one sentence. Another is children's. As we all know, children is already a plural form of the verb. So we will not put S at the end of the word children. And of course, not only that, I have gathered some favorite quotes or the words that I have gathered that I like the most, like the one, another speaker that I have mentioned when delivering the speech is, should I give up or should start living a life? So that is a good question. Whatever path that you want to proceed, it depends on your decision. If you want, and it's not only about the being or having any sickness. It's just applicable to your real life. If you are problematic or if you're feeling down, would you rather to feel down every day or should you start and live a life? So that is a good quotes and favorite words that I have encountered this night. Another is I would like to really debate of would you prefer the arranged marriage or love marriage? So of course you have all the chance to say that. And when the Toastmaster of the day mentioned love has no boundaries, so that is one of the quotations that I have also captured my attention. So yeah, I hope this kind of thing is a constructive approach, so we may apply those kind of suggestions in the future or when we meet in the next session. Go back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jeanette, for the for playing the wonderful role of being the grammarian. Okay, so next we would like to we would proceed to the general evaluation for the evening. Originally, the general evaluator was supposed to be Toastmaster Smita, but unfortunately, she was not able to make it today. So in place of Toastmaster Smita, DTM Anita Naidu, she will be the general evaluator for the evening today. So DTM Anita, over to you for the general evaluation.
Would you conclude, give your concluding remarks on your
I'll
theme?
give it
And then,
post the general evaluation.
no, we will not have a general evaluation as such. We will go with feedback. We will look in for more interaction with the guests and the Toastmasters from the other club. So, okay. If you could just wind up and then hand it over, then we'll open this thing for everyone.
Okay, done. Okay. So thank you everyone for being here for a wonderful meeting. Today was a great 88th meeting of Newstart Toastmasters Club. We had a very interactive session, wonderful topics that we all talked upon. I would like to thank all the evaluators, the speakers who gave this prepared speeches, as well as the members who came ahead for the table topics, as well as TM Prasad for hosting the table topics segment. So concluding on the theme. So if you remember, the theme was, are you ready to be a leader? So after all the variety of speeches you have seen on right from DTM Anita's topic on speech on ChatGPT for Toastmasters, right to love marriage and arranged marriage, we had it all today. So just as how we did this meeting is that we went from A to Z, we covered everything. That is what a leader does, and that is what a leader does on a day-to-day basis, A to Z. A person who's focused on only one thing might be a leader, but will he be an effective leader? That's the question mark. Being a multitasker is very important, and it's very, very essential for any leader to multitask and to be ahead of the curve so that his subordinates can follow him by his example. So now I would like to ask all of you, are you, after this meeting and after we have given such good, all of us have participated so well today, I would like to pose this one question to you. Do you think now you are ready to be a leader? And I would like to hear everyone unmuting and saying a loud yes.
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 Great, great.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for listening and thank you for having me as the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, DTM Anita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ryan. You just gave me a lot of anxiety by not appearing in the first, during the first 5 to 10 minutes. So I almost crumbled. But then looking at you again, I kind of got back my consciousness. So I really thank you. And then I think we have to all applaud our maiden Toastmaster of the day today. So congratulations, Toastmaster Ryan. I'm sure you'll do much more, in a more better manner in the future. So yes, I have the winners list. Let me share the list of winners for the day. Yeah. We have 2 people qualifying for the best table topic speaker today. We have Toastmaster DTM Raghuram and Toastmaster Simba. Congratulations to both of you. And our best evaluator is our humor specialist, Toastmaster Anshuman. Thank you so much for your valuable points, and I did enjoy listening to your evaluation. We don't have we don't have the speaker polling today, only because there's a time disqualification. Okay, so with that, we come almost to the end of today's meeting. Nevertheless, is my internet unstable? Okay, so Anshuman froze. Anshuman, yeah, okay, he's there. Okay, yeah, okay. I just want each of you to open up the mics and give us a feedback for today's meeting. A quick one. Let's wrap it up because it's big. It's already 9:15 here, and for Padmini it must be almost heading towards 11. So let's give them a goodbye and a good night very soon. Padmini, shall we begin with you so that you can wrap it up? Padmini? How was your role? How did you?
It was great. I enjoyed it a lot. Especially all the topics that were covered today were really great. And I enjoyed the grammarian report also, because there were so many things that I could learn from that. So that was very nice. And the 2 speakers spoke so well, and especially the 3 W's of wealth. That was something, there was so much to take away. I think I have to follow all those things. So it was a very great session, and special congratulations to TMOD Ryan for doing such a great job today. All the best for a better future in Toastmasters. Over to you, Toastmaster Anita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Padmini. Can we have Toastmaster Simba?
Thank you again. I have had a wonderful time. I especially liked your time management and the strict adherence, to the extent that we are not voting for the speakers because they did not adhere to time. So that is one thing I will take back home to my meeting. Thank you for the opportunity, and I have liked the speeches. I have liked the demeanor of the meeting, and I will show up again when I come across the link.
Thank you, Toastmaster Simba. If you could leave us your email ID on the chat box, I can send you the certificate for your for the best table topic speaker that you won today. Congratulations on that. And it was a pleasure listening to you. Can we have Toastmaster Janet? Thank you, Janet, again for taking up this role as the grammarian. We definitely respect your support. Go ahead.
It was my pleasure to be part of this meeting, and I can see that you all have a brilliant minds. It's very interactive, and I'd like each explanation and points that you have mentioned, every table topics, and for the entire session since 7:30 until now, my focus is with you. I really focusing on the points that each of you have a different opinion, which I can say I can say, I can agree, I can disagree. Yes, it's kind of, it's really challenging me, and I really like that. So thank you so much for Mr. Toastmaster Prasad, also for inviting me and for trusting me as your grammarian today. And I hope you have learned something for this kind of constructive approach in terms of giving you some tips and tricks on how we can improve our communication, and also in terms of English composition in the near future. So I'm looking forward to be invited again in if you have any chance, because I really love to be part of this group. Thank you, and have a nice evening, everyone.
Thank you so much, Janet. I think those were such lovely words. Surely you can be a part of our Toastmasters meeting coming in the next fortnight. Okay, and Kazi, so good to see you. Few words.
Mic was not ready to unmute. I don't know. Yes, thank you very much for inviting, for giving an opportunity to talk on the, first of all, table topic, very interesting table topic. I got to talk. Yes, smartphone makes us stupid at times. Yes, and and very wonderful topic. DTM Anita, you spoke on this Chat GPT, which I didn't know about this, so it will really help me now, to get things done, to expedite my day-to-day work. It will really help us in our day-to-day things. And yes, very interactive session. I always like to attend Newstart Toastmasters meeting. Even last time also I was planning to meet, but unfortunately at the last minute I had to drop. And today I missed few roles here and there, few topics. I could not hear our humorous evaluator Anshuman, but anyway, I will try to get that link and I will listen to his evaluation. And yes, it was worth spending time, couple of hours in this Toastmaster Club. Thank you very much, Team Anita, and to all of you.
Thank you, Gazi. Again, such sweet words. Yeah, I can always come back to our meetings. And yes, the YouTube live the link is going to be shared very soon. And you can always revisit and check out your performance and others' performances. And yes, can we have quickly others also to put in words? Anshuman, how was your evaluation today? How did you feel about it? How was the meeting? So you're happy that there is a Chat GPT and you can take up the VP role?
Yeah. I mean, you only gave me the idea to use Chat GPT for the evaluation also.
Seriously, it is very good. Actually, it's so time-saving. Time-saving.
But overall, I think it's a wonderful meeting. And Ryan, congratulations to you for an amazing debut effort as a TM OD. Very confident, very cool. It didn't seem like you were giving just talk. You felt like you were just conversing with us. So it felt very personal. And kudos to you on that. And Prasad, also your table topics, in that debate format was good, creative, and I think Toastmaster Janet, that was one of the most extensive grammarian reports I've ever heard. So, really thank you for that as well. Overall, a very good meeting. I think even though the number of participants were less, and even this Toastmaster Simba, I think his table topic, it looked like a prepared speech more than a table topic. He spoke so well. Didn't even have a single stutter in his table topic. So very well done on that as well. Overall, a very good meeting. I have to say that. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Anshu. Thank you so much. Raghu, Prasad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simba. I'll send you the certificate. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fabulous meeting as always, to be frank. Like this is one thing that we this always experience with the Newstart has been its quality that has always been there. Sometimes even we had a meeting with even 6 members, 7, even 10 members. Even with that also we had a very quality meeting. The same was today. Like with each of the role players, they really perform well. And Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ryan, congratulations on your maiden attempt as an TMOD, and you looks too confident today. That was great. And of course, chat GPT. I heard a lot about that. I see in my office mails so often we get the mails for the training and all, and we could never we never registered, or we get it for free. But at least we got to know now. At least we know how useful it is. So at least now we can just go and dig into that one, what it this one provides us. And the speech on 3 Ws was also good, and the evaluation and grammarian report and all. All in all, it was a great meeting. So just we'll be back again after 2 weeks to have one more great show. That's it.
Sure. Yeah. I think, yeah, the stable topics thing was really good. But probably next time we should have it, then and there, the opposite, and both of them debating it will really look like one is rebutting the other. So we'll work on this in the next meeting. I think we should. It's an excellent idea. Raghu, last but not the least.
Yeah, overall, even though we were thinking that nobody is there, ultimately, we everybody put into successful of this meeting, and particularly that grammarian, it is very extended grammarian report, we can say. And I think it is one of the suggestions that better we always bring a different grammarians, maybe multicultural, not from one. This is the culture, different area we brought in. That is one of the good things. Prasad has done that. So that definitely gives some, good idea. When we may be thinking in one direction, and she brought another dimension. That is the thing. That is a transformation, what we can say. So today's meeting has become, it's a different transformation today. That's how it is very successful and very qualitative, as Prasad said and as Anshuman said. So I think we will have to make it a next meeting also fruitful and successful one. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, DTM Raghu. And let's all please congratulate our club mentor, Toastmaster Raghu, for transforming into Distinguished Toastmaster. He is finally the Distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
I think this year has been very lucky for Newstart.
I think I'm arranging one dinner or lunch sometime very soon. I will.
So we'll make it at my home. We'll make it at my home, as promised, next month.
Congratulations for 24-week bonus as well.
The thing, if I'm doing it at your house, then I have to pay you.
No, you cook and you bring your dish. He was cooking prawns the other day. So you cook and bring it here.
Seems that DTM Raghu is very fond of fish. Last time he was frying